Only come to games when I do multiple videos. The next video or the second video, I give a quick recap of what happened in the beginning of the first one. One of the problems with these kind of games, and I go with the Arkham Horror, with Talisman, with all of these, is that I don't catch a narrative off of it. You know, it feels like it's a game that's telling a story and whatnot, and really, I'm just moving around. You know, I mean, what my memory of it is, well, people moved around and they collected things, you know, which feels absolutely, you know, useless, right? So I can't give you a really good description of what happened. Nothing memorable ever happened. Somebody killed the monster that was out there. People collected these things. The guy who killed the monster used up a card. That's what sticks in my head, not some kind of grand story of what's going on. Compare that, you know, to my normal war games, and I usually have something of a narrative for that. Anyway, let's see. We got a new color set here, and we got a monster coming in. So we're going red, blue, yellow, green. I could see being able to take these and use them, you know, use the changing orders in some kind of strategy or something. I'm too new to the game to be doing that. So, what's up with red? Well, a monster is coming in at the graveyard. Okay, it's not as bad as being at the morgue. There is a monster already there. I can take the bus. It costs me $1. It gets me out of Monsterland. I'm an okay fighter, but not that good. And I want it to go up here. So I'm going to spend ship over here. That's got a 3-point cost. I don't have any modifiers. So we'll shift that, and we'll shift this. Now I have a modifier. Second player is blue. The weapon store can give me combat capabilities. Why am I gathering up points for everything? Well, I don't know. You know, like this, I could get his trophy. By the way, we have something advantageous, don't we? This guy who was getting... Oh, no. That monster's going after him. Okay. So I gotta pay attention. That's here. Alright. I'm not thrilled about this, but I'll go to the weapon store. That's gonna cost me 2. I find some brass knuckles or something. Shift that there. I'm on a bus stop so I can run away. That's kind of useful. Yellow's next. You know, I mean, I'm going for this collect up the points and whatnot, you know, in stats rather than going for victory points. That's common for me in games. Improve your ability, you know, improve your economic engine. Do I want to go up here? That's a 4. No, I don't. I'm full up. Do I want to go in here? I might get beat up if I go there. Which means this is my best place to go, but there's a monster there, and a monster is scary. So here I go. I could cab. I don't want to cab. That's going to cost me $6. $4 to get a weapon. Okay. I don't like having to pay that much, but I don't really have a good option otherwise. And again, maybe I should take the cab. Cabs are free. Sort of. Okay, and then green, whereas the bus costs you money. I can just imagine the cops walking on a bus in full uniform and paying the fare. or this, hard-boiled, I don't know. I'm just kind of realizing how many people kind of jump on buses without paying. It depends on where you are. Here, I don't think you could get away with it, but in New York, they used to, and now they just do. And I know when I was in Brussels, people were just jumping on buses without paying the fees. What do I got? I got green. What's green trying to do? So green has a good combat ability. Do I want to beat this guy up? It doesn't really do anything for me. That's the problem. And I'm not someone who wants to be in trouble. I will go up here and get me some cash. That's a 3, make it a 2. I'm running out of victory points. I don't know if that's a bad thing or not. And I get $2 in cash. I feel like stopping. I'm on the monster. We have... The monster gets to move first. Now, I'm the blue player. I'm going to put the monster up here with yellow. I don't know why he moved there. That was stupid. I'm having trouble, assessing the game state and making errors left and right. Oh well. And I'm certainly not going to make up for it in a game like this, but that's becoming a more continuous problem for me, is just having difficulty assessing the game state and making decisions, although things kind of blend together with the artwork here. And then blue gets to put the new monster. And where was it going? It is going into the graveyard. Got a little thing there. Let's see who he's after. Okay, that is right up here. He's probably doomed. Nobody has any of his stuff, so not much reason for that. We push this on, and I'm going to pause here because I'm kind of cranky. I don't know why. But I'll put a little pink thing for this guy. This guy is these two. I'm just, prepping for the casualty tracks. All right, I'm going to go outside and read for a while. I'm watching videos, and I don't feel like doing that any longer. So what's Red up to? Get a trophy from him, but he's in danger. Her, I mean, it's not particularly advantageous. I could take the bus. That'll cost me $1. Could of course get more money at the casino. I could land here, get my combat ability up. That might allow me to beat him up, but I'm not really all that excited by it. And we've got, I can't remember which picture is which ever. The morgue is due to spawn again. So, like, being here is not necessarily a great thing. No. It's a long time before I get the monster, too. Geez, I just don't know. Let's go here because nobody's heading there right now. These are both 3s. That puts me to a 2. and I get to pick something. I don't know. Local newspaper. That doesn't help. I guess I could do a motive. DNA is possible too. Why don't I grab DNA of somebody? This guy is also a problem. He's gonna die soon. So I'll take one of her. We'll look for her DNA. Now, she comes in upside down where she's only worth 2 points instead of the 4. And that's fine. The next one's blue. I need to relight my pipe. I kind of need to be puffing away when I'm playing something like this. So one thing I could do is I could go to the hospital, pay money and heal even though I'm not injured. You're just not healthy to begin with. This guy is going to go kill. Doesn't seem like a terrible idea, having more health. If I'm so close, why not? Move there. I just have to pay $1 for 2 healing. That's all I get. Neighbor pulling in. Yellow. I'm starting with a monster. I'm at -1 on combat. The monster has 5 hits. I'm not going to be able to kill it easily, so I'm not going to do anything special. I'm probably going to run away from the monster based on where I want to go and where it wants to go. I don't know where he's heading. I'm having trouble seeing these things. He's heading for this. Okay, so I am at -1. And I'll use the orange for the player because the player's yellow. Okay, I actually beat the monster. This is this guy. I could go inward. That might make sense. Okay. Do I want to keep beating the monster? I don't know. I could just run away. That requires that I use something like this. So I'll move the monster here. Nope, that's not the monster. I'll move the monster here, closer to where he's going. He's going to go that way. And what am I doing? Well, this is not a bad place to go. I only owe 1 victory point for that. That'll turn it. And I want a witness. I'll get her. And I get her at full value. Is it raining? Sounds like it is. Huh. It actually affects something I've got going on. Then I hit the green player. Green player's over here. I think this is worth it. Well, it's not cheap, but I'll go in here. That's a 4. Make it a 3. That turns to its maximum, but I get my investigation as high as it goes, and I rummage through Ace's stuff and find, I don't know, something that'll help me investigate. I already have his magnifying glass and whatever else. Nah. That puts me at the end for this turn, which means the monsters get to move. There's no new monster. I get to choose the order I want to go. I will kill this guy. All his stuff goes away. I'm going to need more baggies for this. And that monster is now just a loose monster. This one, as the blue player, I certainly don't want it coming in towards me. In fact, I want it here, and I will kill this player, or character. And that ends a turn. The monster, I go this way, goes up here, go there. We're going to be getting a morgue monster. And red is up next again. Red would like to pick up another investigation if I can. I have just enough money to get another one. Am I doing these the right way? These actually don't get better. I'll spend the 4. And I may be focusing too much on this. I fear that I am. But it gets me to the bus stop. Of course, I don't have a buck for the bus. The amount of money it costs to resurrect. Or no, not to resurrect, but to heal, right? Any kind of injuries can be healed. I'm assuming a monster is going to do pretty serious stuff. So you got broken arms and legs and stuff like that. Blue. Blue is not happy about this. I'm going to get trounced on if I'm not careful. I was stupid. Monsters aren't allowed in here, but that doesn't really help. What is this? Oh, that's the other monster? I don't know what that thing is. Looks like a baseball glove or something. It says something can't happen there. Maybe it's no fighting at all. I don't know. Or something else. What does it tell me? Monsters can never move in the hospital and no fights can be started. Yeah, I'm assuming that's fights. I guess that's a fist or something. Kind of looks... Okay. Well, we'll go to the graveyard. Wait, is something coming in the graveyard? Something's coming in the morgue. There's going to be monsters all over me if I go there. I guess I need to fight. Okay, so that's a 4. Make it 3. I'll get 2 back. My fighting goes up automatically. And I think we turn it this way. As we pick up an AK-47. I don't know, I mean... I'm trying, to make narrative here, but it's like just not coming. But you know what? Even in the games that provide you with more narrative, like in Arkham Horror or something that gives you an actual selection of weapons or whatever, it still doesn't really stick to me. I don't picture what's going on in the same way that I do in some other games with things like this. We hit yellow. Yellow is like, ooh, nasty. There's a monster. I don't want a monster. Now, there's this. Not the greatest place to go. Her timepiece is, I think, already in somebody's hands. Yeah. So I can't get it confirmed. I don't need to confirm anything. I'll go to the police station and buy some weaponry, I guess. Ooh, that's expensive, though. That'll cost me 4 to get a weapon. Yeah, but it'll make me tough. Sure. This would be a cheaper place, but I'm not there. And now we hit green, and green is way over here. There are motives in the library. I could get money, but not much. I'll go to the library. That's 4. I owe 2. Okay, so now we're finally at the place where I don't have enough victory points to be forced to just take things now. Which means I have to get a 7. There's a -2 on that, so I need a 5 or better. You want to get high in this, I think. That's what would make sense. So I succeed. This isn't going to turn any further, but I get something with, and I'm going to take something with a motive, which is little cogs in the head. I have 2 of him. I don't have any of her, but there are no cogs there. So I'll take her cogs. I'm kind of specializing in 2 characters, but doing very well on victory points, I would say. That was green, that's the end. That gives me the monster. Yellow controls the monster. First things first. I move this into the weapon shop to fuck with him. This one, I'll move this up into here to fuck with the bounty hunter. And then we produce another critter. And this one is in the morgue with another chit. And it is going after this guy. Now, where is he? He's up here. Very well. And now we're down to 2 characters. You know? And people also know that this guy is not the crook. And maybe we want to grab victory points before he dies, because it's going to be very hard, especially in 4 players. In 2 players, you might be able to fuck around with the monster. I don't know. But in 4, if you're trying to protect your counters, your clues, I think it's going to be almost impossible. So let's move and finish up this this part of the video. But I'm going to relight my pipe a little bit for that. Now we just added another monster. Which one is this? This is kind of a reddish colored one. Oh, I got some reddish cubes in here. Red is stuck in a fight. I'm at -1 on this fight. I don't have money. I do have cab. I do have something that can move the monster away. I think maybe I want to take the cab. I will fight. I'll use the orange one for myself. Like I said, I'm at -1. I lose. I just take it. Oops. I just take it. I'm not killed, but I take a cab ride. Now, where do I want to go? Her DNA. Oh, that's not a good place to go. He's going to be heading where? Is that this guy? I don't think so. Let's see, up here. Let's take a cab down to the hospital where I pay $1 and get 2 health. Seems like it's okay. There's nothing I can do at the hospital, unfortunately. Strangely, the morgue isn't near the hospital. I guess it's like a different kind of morgue. Yeah, I'm used to morgues being in the hospital, but, you know, at least in modern times. Okay, that puts me over on blue. Wait, did I fuck up? Did I not? I think I did not move this. I think I did not move that. I don't know. pretty sure I didn't move it. Okay. Uh, who are we on blue? Blue's got a fight too. I'm at even. I'm fighting against, I think, these two. I got money for rerolls. Okay. I'll use the dark die for the player. Okay, I lost this one. My die roll is terrible. Do I want to spend a victory point for reroll? Or do I want to just take a hit? I have a lot of health. I'm worried about the green player. That's the problem. The green player is doing very well victory point wise. If I could do something with the monster with regard to that, that would be useful. Now I have a lot of victory points banked though, which helps me. I'm going to take a cab. Or do I want to move the monster? I'm going to move the monster. Oh, I can't move the monster there. I'm going to take a cab. Nothing I terribly want to do right now. He's there. I don't think there are any trophies. Fists. What is this? Is that like the weapon? I don't know what that is. How do I confirm that? I'm not seeing a confirm marker. Well, that's weird. How do I confirm this fist? I'm looking at all of these white things. Oh, there we go. Confirm weapon is there. Ooh. Interesting. I just took a cab. I don't know if that's wise. Why don't I not take the cab? Why don't I move the monster instead? I'll move the monster here. I'll cab up here. That's a 3. 2. I'll get a clue. Which way is it going? It's going this way. And I want a fist. I don't have any of her, so I'll take that one. I'll take it upside down. I'm very close to the weapon shop, so they can tell me about that. We go to yellow. Oh, geez, I'm near another monster. Oh, God, they're all over the place. Yellow needs more shit. I'm a good fighter. I can beat up on red. I don't have anything I need to clear. I will... I mean... He's useless. I don't know what I can do. I mean, this is relatively cheap, but it puts me in between. I mean, I don't know. Just about everywhere there's monsters at this point. I'll go here. That's 4, 3, 2. That doesn't change in any direction. I'll take her DNA because I'm kind of closer to the morgue, I guess, than I am to the weapon shop. Whatever. Okay. Do I want to fight? Green is kind of in the lead. I have a few more points here, though, so it's probably about equal. I have the big +5 card. I have more victory points in the bank. I am going to attack. I'll use the orange die for the yellow player. I'm at +1 right now. I'll hold the +5. I beat him. Now he could re-roll his own die. He doesn't want to. He wants to take a cab. Where? Can you only do this during your own turn? I could see that being the case. Nobody has generated any of these things. A cab, a cab, a cab. Where's a cab? Cab is action card 4. Movement or during fights. Yeah, I could take the cab somewhere. Okay, here's what I know. The monsters have to move. So if I land on top of a monster, I'm actually safe for a turn. This guy, that's him. I don't know. There is nothing I want to improve right now. Oh, I think I'm cheating. I don't think I'm allowed to turn in anywhere. Let's look at this. Oh, no. Okay. I thought I had to be at either the library or the police station or something to turn in. Let me make sure. Something is telling me that. Increase final score with 5 points for each. Yeah, that's the end of the game only. Okay. I thought there was something that I had to turn in at those, but I'm not seeing it. What the hell am I doing? I'm trying to run away from a fight after getting beaten up a little bit. I could go to the hospital. But it's not my turn, so that actually doesn't help me. I could go near the hospital, but then this guy would beat up on me. I don't fucking know what I want to do. I know I don't want to get beaten to death. And I'm outclassed. I kind of want to be away from other people. This is not away from him. Fuck! I don't know what to do. This is kind of a weird and uncomfortable feeling. I'm used to games like this. I just sort of can automatically make a decision. And I'm having trouble in this one. It is really tight. Everything's covered with badness. Down here, not so much. Well, down here, not so much. Here, I'm still close to fucking yellow. I'm not going to take a cab to get, one space away. He jumps on me next turn. Red looks safer, than, say, blue or yellow, who have a lot of victory points on them. But I don't know what I can do. This is a really easy monster to kill. I am green. I think I'll jump there, because I can beat this monster. Now, I don't fight him right away, but that's okay. Because he'll have to move. Wherever he has to move, I can follow him and kill him, and I won't have to face this monster, which is tougher. This monster is a little bit more of a pain in the ass. So that was the green player. Green is the last player. Now, everybody knows that this guy is liable to die. But green is like, yeah, I don't know that. I'm going to kill him. So I think nobody is going, I think nobody's going to turn in, because these other things are worth points. Now, you could make an argument of, look, I want to have points so that I can fight better, or something like that, get rerolls and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. Because it's bad to die. It's bad to die. You lose half your things. Now, this is funny. Pick any clue from the losing investigator after winning a fight. When I looked here, if an investigator loses a fight, they lose half their things. There's nothing about the winner getting anything. However, and I think this is a typo or a missing rule thing, here it's got this particular action card number 3. I can barely read it through the yellow. If the investigator wins a fight against another investigator, this card can be played to choose which clue to pick from the defeated investigator instead of the defeated player making the choice of which clue to hand over. I thought I remembered it being worded that way. However, over here, and I've been playing the game so that, like, attacking someone doesn't give you a clue, so I don't want to change that. There is no indication if you defeat a monster, remove her from the game, and the investigator gets a clue of their choice from anywhere. If you defeat a player, there doesn't appear to be any bonus, except that you hurt that player. I'm not sure which is intended. Whether, I suspect the rule on the action card, the losing player chooses a clue to give you. But I haven't been playing it that way, because when I first looked at this, I didn't see anything about that. Now, this might have been handled somewhere back here as well. No, I don't see anything there. Yeah, I don't see anything about that. Now, of course, maybe here. No. Yeah, so there's another little discrepancy in the rules. They need a little bit of buffing. This has already gone through some play tests and whatnot, but I feel like I'm hoping this video helps the designer find the things that I'm fussing with here. There seems to be enough little things going wrong here that it's a good thing that I am playing it, I guess. So I am not going to sell off, I think. Even though... And other people could too. See, you get double victory points here, but you get triple if you make it here. But if you die, it sucks. Because you lose half your clues, among other things. And we can look at the whole effects. If he loses all health, the investigator moves to the hospital and continues the game from there with new stats. The losing, which are shitty. They also lose half the clues already held. Oh. I just hate this. So I know this guy is not the dude. So I don't get the +2 extra per. I am going to exchange one of these. This will be doubled. I get 8. I don't know if there's an ordering to this. Could do it kind of a la... oh, I get to control the monsters. I didn't realize that. That changes everything. But I still want to beat that monster up. Okay. I will sell off. It might make sense to sell off and grab 8 from this, but one of these two is worth 2 more, and I'm kind of behind everyone else in the game, I think. So I really don't want to give up my clues, even if it means an issue with that. Now green gets to play with their monsters. I feel like yellow is the worst of the bunch. I'm going to put one here so that blue has to deal with a monster. This is a nasty monster. Yellow still has their cab. They have their die roll bonus. They're not all that healthy. And like I said, red is in the lead. This guy has to try to get towards him. I'm going to move this monster into the graveyard then. Because I kind of want to make it... where? I kind of want to make it somewhere, I think. I don't remember where. I was thinking the hospital, but we're almost done. And that's going to put us to turn 9. This should have passed. And we're going to load this up as the second video in the playthrough. Yeah, I was a little surprised to find that I didn't just like go like that and evaluate what's the best place for me to go or whatever. Usually in these kind of games, that just happens. It's just very easy for me to discern that. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I know it's a frustrating thing for me. But, you know, not being able to automatically optimize, having to think things through a little bit more, that might be overall better. I don't know. Some people like to think. I just like to react.